I'm Matt Ater, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Vispero. When you look at the challenges that people with disabilities have every day, one of the big challenges is being prepared for work. And how do they become prepared with the latest in technology and the latest requirements of jobs? And that's going to be through training. There's still a major gap in this country in terms of getting people beyond book smart to work smart. And we need to think about how we are preparing the workers of America and especially people with disabilities to be prepared for that. And I was recently at an event and they brought up that, we can get people the technology to make them successful in the job, but maybe the changes in what's happening from newer versions of applications and they're changing daily, weekly, monthly, but they're affecting the user and it's not the experience they may have. They may not have experiences with that type of application. And so what the pandemic taught us is that software is changing fast to adapt to the changes of the needs of the world. And this is a perfect example of where people get challenged of new technology. So people with disabilities tend to go through different channels for looking for employment. And what we need to be doing is working with the employers to bring them to the table to communicate what those needs and opportunities are so that people do walk into the job with the proper training. When we look at how things have changed so much in the last few years is a perfect example is how do we communicate? We used to all go to an office. It was simple. The beauty of the new work from home model, which still has a percentage, whether it's hybrid or full, is the fact that you don't have to commute to work. The downside is now you're using new tools to be able to do that communication, whether it's an application from like Chime or Teams or Zoom, Blue Jeans, these are four, and any one of them, may be changing on a regular basis. And it's not like using Microsoft Word or Google Docs. It's a totally different user experience to communicate, to collaborate, and those are just different methods of people working today. We all know somebody with a disability, whether it's a family, a friend, or a coworker, and being able to view things more broadly really brings a lot of value to a total company experience. I was also on Capitol Hill recently and was meeting a reporter from the Hill and talking to her about things. And she walked away and said, man, I'm going to look at this differently now. I'll be walking down the street and spot where there's challenges. And I said, that's what's the beauty of it. Now you start looking at through a different lens. Even though I may be blind and she may be sighted, she's now going to start filtering that lens and saying, huh, they didn't put a curb cut. Huh, there's only stairs getting into this building. Oh, wow, there's no braille on the bathroom doors. Like, how cool is that to take a person and just give them that, you know, 15 seconds, 30 seconds elevator pitch of the value, and then they then take that with them the rest of their lives. These are dedicated people to businesses, and the more the employer works to make that inclusive environment through ensuring their training's accessible, ensuring that their applications are fully accessible, and that they can participate simply in all portions of the work experience will provide a more rich environment for everyone.